Hey, what's up guys? It's from Teasers Books, and today I am doing my October TBR. So if you didn't know, I recently started a series on my channel where my Google Mini picks my TBR. It is a wild ride. I basically ask Google what book I should read, and then it will give me a very specific genre. I go to my TBR shelf, pick a book that matches with that genre, and then read it for the month. If you want to see how I did last month, you can check out my September TBR and my September wrap-up, which I will have down below. This month I'm only going to be doing 4 books instead of 5, just because I think one a week is a little bit better for me, and then it still gives me some flexibility to read other books such as new releases or other books that I have been eagerly anticipating. Without further ado, let's get into it. I am very, very scared because last time I got some overly specific genres, let me tell you. Hey Google, what book should I read?
Magical realism seems like an interesting genre.
Oh, okay. That's actually a pretty cool genre because I've been wanting to read more books like that. I was pretty sure when it said magical realism that I knew which book I would pick. However, I wanted to make sure that it was actually classified as magical realism. I just looked it up and it says it in the description, so we are good. I'm going to be reading The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I've started this book before on audiobook and really enjoyed it, but I didn't get to finish it in time before I had to send it back to the library, which is why I went out and bought a physical copy to read. I am so pumped to read this because I've heard a lot of really, really good things. Just seems like such a cool concept. Starless Sea is about this boy who goes to his university library and takes out a book that's never been checked out before, and he is surprised to find a chapter about him. But it doesn't really make any sense as to why there would be a chapter about something extremely personal from his life because this book was published before he was born. So then he goes on this giant mission to try to find out why he's in this book and what this book has to do with him. It's just such a cool concept. It seems super interesting. From what I read of this book, I really loved the writing style, so I am very pumped to read this in October. Pick number 2. Hey Google, what book should I read?
Philosophical fiction seems interesting.
How do you classify a book as philosophical fiction? What? Let me look up some examples and that might help me a little bit. Oh, like 1984? Okay. Oh, these are all gonna be like classics. I don't want to read a classic. Best philosophical fiction books on Goodreads. Let me see. Maybe I own one of them. Okay, so some of these I've had to read for school already, which is kind of interesting. I've read Metamorphosis, I've read 1984, I've read Hamlet, which is listed on here, which is interesting. These are all like really old books. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I've read that. Philosophical books for young adults, let's see. Oh, but is this gonna be like Getting Your Life Together? Because I need it to be fiction. Ah, Everything, which I've read. All the Bright Places, which I've read. Turtles All the Way Down, which I've read. Like, how do I know if a book is gonna be philosophical before I read it? Ooh, okay, I might have something here. Ignore my sweatpants. Okay, I think this will work. I got this book in an owl crate a long time ago and never got around to reading it, and that is The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. This is an oldie, I'm pretty sure. And it says, the time machine tells the story of a time traveler and inventor living in Victorian England. Traveling into the distant future using his time machine, he encounters the descendants of humans and witnesses the end of life on Earth. I believe that this discusses the human race and our destruction of the world. I'm not 100% sure though, but I'm pretty sure that this would be considered a philosophical fiction novel. Correct me if I'm wrong and I'll try to find something else, but for now I'm gonna go with this one. Thank God it is nice and short. It is only 148 pages, so it is considered a novella. This is very exciting. I also love the edition of this book. I'm really glad I have this, and I'm hoping that I really enjoy the story, and therefore this edition will mean even more to me. So we will see. Hey Google, what book should I read?
Poetry memoirs can be an interesting read.
No. Poetry is not really my thing, and I don't own any poetry. Okay, I think that I'm going to be the classic white girl and read Milk and Honey because I've never read that before and it's in so many pictures and I kind of want to know what it's about. So I'm gonna see if I can get that at my local library or find the ebook online. Let me check and we will see. Oh, it's available. Let me borrow it right now. I recently got onto Toronto's public library e-system because one of my family members has a Toronto phone number and it has been a blessing. There are so many books, they're always available, and it's just such a big selection and I'm in love. But that's besides the point. I'm going to be reading Milk and Honey, which is super exciting. I don't know what to expect. I am assuming it's going to be overrated, but we will see. I can be one of those classic Visco girls and take pictures with it. It's gonna be great. So far, Google hasn't been that mean to me, so I'm hoping that I can get off with a good reading month in October and maybe read some new releases as well. Last but not least, hey Google, what book should I read?
Mystery seems interesting.
Ooh, that's good to put for October. Yes. Okay, I think I know which book I'm gonna read. It's upstairs, so I'm not gonna go and grab it, but I'm going to be reading Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. It is the second book in the Diviners trilogy, which Google forced me to read last month, and I really enjoyed it. So this is great. This is a perfect TBR. Let's hope that next month also goes as well too. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading Lair of Dreams. I'm super excited. Google made me read the first book in the Diviners series last month, so this is a perfect way to continue. It's also super spooky, has the perfect vibes for Halloween season. I am living right now. This is fantastic. Okay. Let me know what book you're planning on reading in the month of October, or leave a Halloween emoji down below because I'm so excited for spooky season. Let's do this. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my blog. I'll put all the links down below. Thanks so much for watching and keep on reading, guys. Bye!